Sunday morning and it's quite cool and humid, moist. Spring is here, but it's just coming very slowly. So I'll just do a little video in our sofa. Hi all you beautiful people. It's Sunday today, as I said, and we're going to have a little prayer video, but just before that I'll just say a few things. So this month I chose the theme of peace because I felt very much in my own life that it was very needed to focus on peace. So I'll just share a little bit about that. So what I think is so encouraging and so it helps me every day is to remind myself that within every person, every human being on this planet, there's this beautiful light shining, and that within we are all these magnificent, very wise, very wonderful beings. And the only reason why there's so much mess and pain on earth is that this has become covered up. So many people are not connected to this place. And that's really what I feel all my videos are really about. It's talking about this. How can we return to this place within us? And how can we allow this being that's in us to be born? And of course, this being in us is completely filled with peace. And so really the recipe for solving all problems is to come to this place and connect with all that is in here. So, and where we are right now, where you are in your life and where I am in my life, there's still these layers that make us not so peaceful. So, and for all of us, it's really a matter of approaching our lives and ourselves right where we are. It's wonderful to have a vision of where we're going and what we really want, but really the most powerful step we can take for everything is to accept ourselves right where we are, to take our have our actions coming from a place of acceptance and just sensing what's actually going on in me. And in our higher self, or in our the part of us that is our divine self, we can look at all what is not really in balance in our lives and just allow for these layers really to just surface, because they will surface when we give ourselves time and peace and quiet, and we just allow it to be quiet around us and are not attached to all these different gadgets and things going on, people around us. When we sort of go into this quiet place, these layers will actually automatically come up. So the big major thing is to really allow yourself to be you, as I've said so many times before. And peace comes as these layers are removed, or they surface and come up into our consciousness, and we let go of them. But peace comes also by us allowing ourselves to be us. So it's it can sound really complex, but really the way forward and the way to become these, to really be born into who we are, this whole huge process, it comes from starting from where we are and allowing ourselves to be who we are. So how do we find peace in this moment? We wish to feel completely peaceful, and we can sense maybe that there's parts of us that are still painful and still worried or something, and the peace actually comes when we allow the worry to be there. It sounds strange, but that's when you practice this, to just notice in your mind when you're quiet, just sense any negative emotion that comes. When you allow it to be there, you feel peace. And you come into the realization that being in a human body actually has these different aspects of things that are difficult. They'll always be there. But when we allow it to be there, the peace comes. So it's really very beautiful, and in a way really simple. But why it's often so hard for us to allow ourselves to be worried or sick or whatever we feel we're battling with in our lives, we've learnt to always try to remove it, and then we will be peaceful. So, but actually, all we really need to do is just accept it. That today, right now, I feel worried. And very quickly the worry will actually dissolve or not really be there, or you approach it from a completely different angle and you feel the peace coming. So it's like you're in this conversation with yourself that the old one would say, oh, I feel so worried, I have to do something to make the worry go away, think about something else so we can get on with life. But the new you, the new way of approaching yourself that is peaceful, says it's okay, I'm feeling worried. And then you sense that although the worry's there, you can actually be completely peaceful. So and what you're doing when you do this, when you accept yourself like this, you're doing many things, but really one major thing is that you're lifting your vibration. And that is what is so important right now. You're connecting deeper with yourself, and when you do that, you lift your vibration. You become more, your light, everything feels better. So this was a little talk on peace and how right now in this moment we can all feel much more peaceful. And the peace that we wish when we see all the mess in the world, we wish there to be peace out there. And as I've said so many times, it will come out there when we cultivate the peace in us. And it's actually accessible right now, just by allowing, just allow. And I think this weather that we're having in Europe, maybe mainly Scandinavia, I don't really know how far it does go, but I think most of Europe thinks it's quite a strange spring, because it's like spring won't come. And it's a wonderful actually spiritual training that goes on, that you can use it for, that life around you doesn't always it doesn't develop as you expect it to, and you just let go of the expectations and accept that this is the way the day is. It's quite cool, quite wintry, and that's the way it is. And you just feel the peace straight away. It's okay. It's okay. So it's just so beautiful. And of course with this whole process, you're allowing yourself to be your authentic self. There's nothing more beautiful you can do for yourself or the world than be your authentic self. It's so beautiful, because that's really where your light shines, just by being you. So yeah, it's just it's so beautiful, it's so simple, yet it's so powerful. So have a beautiful Sunday, my friend. I'll see you soon. Bye.